All right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday morning. On these golden hours, these are the hours I call the golden hours. On these golden hours, I end up setting my environment and getting into flow state, getting into my creativity, my passion, right? And it's different every time, but I really do believe that everybody needs something like this, a time in their day or their week for this, because you need to allow your creativity to flow unpulled by anything else, right? So I do it in these golden hours, like early Sunday morning, early Saturday morning, late night when everybody's sleeping, usually when people are sleeping and the world is not churning. When the world's not churning, I feel that I don't have to be a part of it. So I am totally letting go of wanting to go be with my family every second because I've built an amazing family. We have an amazing tribe, awesome relationships, cool castle we live in, right? Like I love it. I want to be there all the time. That's the problem why I can't get into my super deep creativity flow and get passionate about messages like this. So I do it in the off hours when they're sleeping so I don't get pulled towards what the best thing in my life is, right? My family. And I've really experienced a lot of good growth with this. And I think what I'm going to do is just keep rifting, keep going with the flow and just giving you guys some topics to think about and some conversation to really maybe get some mojo in your morning, right? Maybe get a little umph in your life or a little more deeper understanding. And today, being 11 days away from the election, uh, things are heated and elevated, right? And here's the point of this. Your opinion doesn't change the world, right? When everybody has an opinion all the time about every single thing, whenever something new happens, somebody has an opinion and they're a professional about it and their opinion, they're barking. It's like, what's the analogy? It's like you're running down the street and all the dogs are barking, right? But there's only like one dog that isn't barking. He's in the backyard and he's training to protect that house, training to get ready for an intruder. And then all of a sudden, one day, an intruder comes and he literally saves that house, neutralizes that robber. He set the example. So you must not think that your opinion is going to change the world. You must live by the example, set the example that actually changes the world. The same thing with parenting. When I want my kids to like do certain things or I want them to believe, right, in certain ways, it all comes down to me setting that example. You know, if I tell them that they got to watch what they're eating and get in shape and be healthy, but I'm over here being a fat slob and I'm not taking that own advice, then of course, why would they listen to me? Why would, because I'm just barking my opinion to them and I'm not actually following through and doing that and living that life. You understand? So, with that being said, you change the world by setting the example for yourself. And it's hard, it's not easy. You have to do the actual work. You have to live that example every day and share it with the world. You can't just do it for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You know, there's no value in being an indolent. An indolent, if you don't know, I do a lot of words every single day. So I want to learn more vocabulary. And indolent was one of my words this week. And I highly suggest this. So if you want to get smarter and know your real language first. So your first native language, really understand every piece of it and really be well versed in that. And I think the app is called Word of the Day. I think it is. That's the one that I follow. It gives you the definition, the new word, and then the example on audio so you know how to pronounce it. I highly recommend that because when you are going throughout this world, learning language is going to be a huge barrier and or plus to your arsenal. Um, Long story short, one of the only reasons why we're here today as the humans who have conquered all other animals and all other species is because of language, our use of language. So Don't sleep on language. Now back to the word indolent. I'll explain what this is also. Indolent simply means like habitually lazy, just lazy, right? And indolent. Now, there's nothing great, there's nothing positive, there's nothing that comes out of being an indolent. And it doesn't mean that you have to be busy 24/7, doesn't mean you have to be the best 24/7, right? It just means do the little extra things. Be an abundant man, right? My message is very loud to men because I am a man. This is where I come from. I want to help everybody. However, I've been a man for 37 years. I've got some experience. I've been places, I've done things. And I now run a very successful life, a family, love, business, my body. I've turned all of my mess that was in my life, all the pain that was in my life, I've turned it into something of purpose. And that's the message I want to give you today is that you have to set the example. You have to take that pain that you once felt, that you are feeling right now, and you have to use it for your purpose because life is tough. It's really difficult. And you being an indolent, being lazy and habitually lazy all the time, it's going to make life even tougher on you. So to skate around that and to not have to deal with that, all the terrible downsides that comes with being a lazy person, to skip that, you need to find a purpose in your pain. Now, let me explain real quick. Middle school on in my life, I have had my physical body was one of my worst pain points. So I turned my weakest into my strongest. And it wasn't just done by myself, other amazing teachers, mentors, male role models, educational materials. I can't thank all of that enough. That's who created me. I had to have the willpower inside and I had to have that belief system to push and push and push and make it. But also, I turned that weakness into my strength. Now I'm a professional um, nutrition, fitness, lifestyle prescriber. Now I live the life. I know how to do it for anybody. I know the path. I know where to meet them and where to bring them. That is the hill that I can die on. I know the most about. I turn that ultimate weakness and insecurity into my power. Also, with that being a weakness came confidence. And then women saw the lack of confidence. So I could never have a girl interested in me. I was being picked on and they didn't like me. And then they embarrassed me or dated me and broke up with me and got heartbroken, just like everybody else. That didn't define who I was, though. I told myself, I made a promise one time when I cried to myself that I was going to take all of the negative energy, run it through my body, and transconvert it to positive energy. I'm going to be the transformer that does that. And I made myself that promise one day when I was super sad and depressed and down, right? And I said, never again will I allow myself to take that negative energy in and destroy the person I am. I'm going to take that and create it into positive energy and move forward with my life and my actions and build the man I want to be. And that is exactly what I did. I learned intersexual dynamics between male and female. I learned romantic relational dynamics. And now I took that ultimate pain, conquered it, and turned it into my purpose. I'm now going on a 10-year long relationship with a beautiful family, beautiful scenario relationship. I'm happy. I'm extremely elated that I went through all of this and dumped it into my life, my family, myself. But also the men that I'm working with now are seeing the result of that entire pain into purpose process. And now I'm walking them through that and helping them understand with new knowledge and podcasts and education, understanding, mentorship, how to find the woman that they're looking for. Or in most cases, I'll give you a little tip here, how to be the man that attracts the golden goose, not going out trying to convince the goose that you're the one, the golden goose that you're the one. Don't try to, you're not going to ever do that. You have to be planting your flag. You have to be the lighthouse. You have to be the one that's shining, and you attract those better partners in for you. Okay. So that's a little tidbit for you there. But my entire message is that your mess is your message. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. Your mess is your message. And a lot of people have a hard time with that because they're trying to run away from that message. They're trying to run away from that mess as much as possible. But actually, the solution is turning and going within to that mess and having that life's hard, having that deep conviction, being through it already and hurting from it and understanding it is going to make you super powerful with shouting out that message to others who are in the same boat, lost at sea. Tugboat, lighthouse. I've made this video before, but the tugboat wears itself out, breaks down, uses all of its energy to go out and save boats. The lighthouse is shining and standing in one spot, not being broken down, lasting forever. You can't go out and save all those people. You're gonna ruin yourself. You have to shine, plant your flag, and shine your brightest that you know how to shine. And other people, even the tugboat in the worst of storms, worst of situations, tugboat breaks down also, has to look toward the lighthouse. Where's the lighthouse? Where do I find the way? Where's the way? Where's the way? You got to do the work, but where is the way? And here's the last part of this. You can't eat an elephant in one bite. However, the way you eat an elephant is bite by bite. Now, no, we're not eating elephants. I don't condone that. But break this down into your current overwhelming situation, the elephant that is in your way, in your path right now, that is sitting on your chest. How do I dissect and cut apart into pieces that problem in my life, that situation, that avenue? How do I dissect it into edible pieces? And the more I consume those pieces, the more caloric energy I get, actual physical energy, and the more mental energy I get from feeling competent, that I am cutting this up and eating piece by piece, and I will eat this entire damn elephant. This gives you a sense of confidence and competence, and now you believe in yourself. So now you can tackle that next elephant, whether it's addiction or it's your relationship, your marriage, your divorce, whatever it is, your finances, your body, whatever that elephant is. You need to drop 50 pounds and you have to get healthier because your blood profiles are really bad. Okay, reverse engineer this. Where do I want to be? 50 pounds down. How do I get there? Day by day, action steps. How long do you think it'll take me? Where's my exact plan? I want to make 100 grand in my business this year. Break down 100 grand to what it is day by day, and what are the actionable mechanism steps that you can do to eat those bites every single day and gain that confidence, that power, that momentum. Momentum is everything. What can you do to clear that elephant out of that way? That is your mission. It's nobody else's mission. So that's the message I wanted to give you here today. I wanted to really help you understand that you need to find your purpose in your pain. It's the same thing as your mess is your message. And you need to passionately run with that. You need to be the example. You need to live that example every day if you want any bit of change in your children's life, your followers, your tribe, anybody's life, your family's life. You need to be the example. Now, I'm going to do this probably many times throughout the weeks, right? Like probably every Sunday. I love riffing like this with you and having this candor, right? Because it's difficult topics. It's a difficult thing to talk about, the things I'm talking about. And we're going to get deeper. It's going to go better than this. But this is just a quick message I want to give you. And if you like this kind of talk, you like this type of flow, subscribe, follow along. Let's do this. I'm here for you. I'm giving this ultimately free. I have paid also options that you can work with me. And I'm telling you, when you work with me, you get results. That is my word. My word is my bond. Before I leave, I just wanted to show you what I do for breakfast here. Real simple. Just giving you another tip here. High protein with cottage cheese, walnuts. Walnuts are amazing for your brain. They're so good for fiber. Blueberries, wild caught blueberries, and maple syrup is inside of that one. And then I have a sprouted piece of toast here with eggs and walnuts on top of that with some salt. So be the example. Be the example. Set the example. Others will see your light being shine, and they'll want to follow. It's as simple as that. Because if your life is getting better and you're showing people the exact steps and ways, everybody's individually different. However, when you show everybody the way, the best way forward, the way that you're doing, it helps them understand how to find their way. You know what I mean? All right, guys. I'll catch you in the next golden hour.